Hello, John Dilworth here. Yeah, that looks good. We are going to animate in the midnight hour, so welcome. Welcome. So Jane is here looking very creepy. And her tail is in front of her, like that. So she's contained. Remember, she's contained in this little cage. Now she's going to have to howl. I'm going to have her howl. So what I want to do is just want to get a sense of where she is. So I don't need, okay, I'm going to take the tail off for now. And let's see where, I see. So I was hoping that I could hide her, come through, but let me see, how could I do this? I have to think about this now, because this is behind her, and this is the overlay, and I wanted to howl without having to, I was hoping that this piece was on top, part of the overlay. Yeah. Maybe she just, that's just a rotten. She has to, I wanted to howl this way through the barbs. I can't do that, it won't work. It's not going to help us. So I hadn't anticipated that. I have this piece here is not on this piece. That is interesting. Why is this not here? So all I could do is hope for something else. So here's a problem where it's a problem. How do I solve this? So this is what we're dealing with. It's just an overlay. So she can't, oh, well, this is quite fascinating. I don't see I don't see how she can shortcut it. This cage is sandwiched. She's sandwiched between this cage. Ideally, it would be great if she could, her lips come through here. I guess I'm just going to have to fake it. I'll have to match it. That's what I'll have to do. I'll have to match it. Okay, so let's try. If you know what I mean, I'm going to just establish one drawing. And we know we're going to have to match this here. So let me do this. I will create a cutoff line, and this will be where that's the match line, and I'll say match C1 scene 42. Okay, so that's just the way that's just the way it's gonna be. All right, so she's here, and what I could do is, where's my trusty paper? Did I give it up? I put it on the wrong layer. Such lovely stuff. Right, I want to apologize for not having worked that out before we started our video, but inspiration comes no matter what. It does, it comes. So there's the business of it. So what I'm going to do is cheat it. I have just this bar. This little piece here will just have to be a match line. We have this here, it's going to cover. That's going to be a cover, so that's great. We don't have to deal with that. But just thinking it through with you, I have to put this other business here. So she's going to be matching top to bottom. Oh boy, I hope this is going to work out. So let's just see how it goes. Let's see. Oh, did I take this off? Sometimes it's difficult to think of all the layers you need to pull a bit off. So let's just do this. So she's going to, what's our final pose for this? Let's go. Let's just put her head here and give us one of these ridiculous howls. And this will be the first time we see her howl. Some stupid thing. And I'm just going to pencil it in lightly. And that's her eye. Let's put the structure of her head there so we're not going to see. So she has a nose, and we'll have to just put the nose here. The nose could cut the bar. Ooh. And we need some funny drawing. Yeah, and then her tail could go up here. And that's a kind of nice thing. And her hands will be there, her chest, and her legs. So and put her hands, put her ear. There's an ear, everyone. It's just what happens when you start to do something so late at night. But this is the time to do it. So maybe I'm going to exaggerate her lips because it's going to be, I want it to be funnier. Aha. Oh, I think I see something else. Well, if this is a match line, I could just have her mouth going up and down. I can have this part of her mouth sort of like a, yeah, we're going to have to work on that. But I think I like the pose. So she will, and then Jim will be here going, bananas, please, please, shut it, quiet, 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 quiet. Why can't you be quiet? And the tail is there, but easy to, that's her tail. Wing, just, oh, it doesn't even do, I mean, I guess we can go the opposite way to be more interesting. Yeah, so let's do that. That was a good suggestion. I know you were thinking the same thing, because this is what happens when animators get together. They start thinking the same. Excellence and humor. I was just with William today, and we were doing what we always do. Act silly and talk about cartoons. And suddenly the world doesn't seem so rough when you're laughing. Right? So that's our defense, to laugh. And we were talking about these nutty films like Airplane and what was that other? Oh, and I forgot this other one I was talking about. There's something wrong with my brain. Charlie Chaplin films, these shorts are hilarious. Kentucky Fried Movie. That is so crazy. And these films are, okay, they're a little bit earlier. They're earlier from another decade. But so potent in their humor and absurdity. Absurdity. So she's in the cage, and don't forget, making sound effects as you're animating is part of the work. You have to. How are you going to get into this thing? And don't worry, I'm going to tone this up, but I'm going to separate this. Absolutely. That little mouthpiece, and this is going to be so fantastic for me because I had, oh my goodness, I had all sorts of other new business planned for this, and I realized that I hadn't the layers. But you see, I had her in here clawing and holding the bars and clawing out her, oops, and right, and then all this jazz, and she doesn't have to do it. It's even better that she howls. She has to howl, right? That's it. That's the name of the movie, right? Am I wrong about that? Am I wrong? Sometimes these things happen. Okay. Before we get bananas in the midnight hour, I just want to make sure. Well, I don't want to do the news. So, you know what I'm thinking? And who would know, right? Maybe we just don't have a nose because who's going to notice? I wouldn't put the nose in. I wouldn't. This is going to go on a separate layer. But the body's... And it's just that. It's the little... And we're going to go over the timings of these things. Because, you know, my favorite timing is 3 beats a second, which is simply every 8 frames. And so it cuts here. Oh my God! Does that say 3 minutes, 20 seconds? That is... Dun, 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 dun. Well, it's just 3 minutes. That's it. I mean, the film's 6:45. Okay, so we're at 5. I mean, that's 5. So we have... That's the beat and another beat. So she will be here, I would say here. Right here. At that beat. So she can have, that's 5. 1, 2, 3. So we'll see. We'll see. This could be an interesting thing for Anthony to get involved in. How will we do it? And then this will be overlapping action. It won't, I don't want it to all happen at the same time. So that's going to be another challenge. Ho, 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 ho. So the charts with that would be very different. Let's say the body arrives to its position, but the tail lags. So you just have this little bit of, well, I just said it, lag with the drawing. And the mouth is already out there. Okay, so let me just work on the mouth a little bit. So, ooh, we need a mirror. It's really what we need to look at a mouth. I have the mirror in the other room. Okay, hold on. All right, Dilworth is back. So let's see. So, well, that looks stupid. Maybe we'll just finesse it a little bit more. You know, let me see. Wait a minute. Yeah. And she's and this is Jane, by the way. I don't want you to forget that. And that's the story. Let me just say her tail. And I think we have a nice little drawing. So she's got two on one side, so we could have put a hair here, and then one here. 1, 2, 3, right? And this will be 1, 2. Let me just do that, and then one down here. Counting hairs. Maybe she should have something like that, huh? Yeah, because she's gonna have a waist, but we'll give her this little butt. And the tail, the tail shouldn't be there. I mean, the tail looks like it's coming out of her hole. However, it's funny. It's just the way it's going to be. Maybe I need to do something with this head. It looks a little odd. Because I guess that's where the nose should have been. Let's see if I can put that nose. And then the eye. So it's just it's always a refining. And this looks crappy. But I think it's going to be all right. Yeah. And I'll tighten that up. And it's going to be gorgeous. Well, that's how we're going to howl. And, yeah. So, congratulations. For what? I don't know. We'll find a reason. Stay animated.